how does it work as a business part of the collaborations between C and Company and these other skilled vocal vocal artists and not instrumentalists, but
got you. Well, the company is the company I keep. So I'm always working with other musicians, whether it be on their project, their event, whatever they got going on. They do concert shows. So I do work with them on that as well. So when I have projects, I call upon them. So it's kind of like C and Company is the company I keep, kind of like a family. Everybody that's a part of C and Company, we've done work together. And for this song was written back in 2011. It already had the lyrics. I had the root notes. And I had the melody already. So I have people come on, which is the family, C and Company family, come on and they help project this from my perspective, from their way. Does that make sense?
I'm kind of so you're saying like it's different, like the people you collaborate with, they're not doing anything outside of what their skill set is. They're sharing their interpretation of the song, whether that be via the bass or how they're singing it. But overall, you have that overarching understanding of the track, but they're collaborating and showing from their experience and perspective as a skilled individual.
Right, bringing it to light, and then and again, creating that sound, that hybrid.
Nice.
But whatever they do, I'm always hearing the root note there. And that's just kind of color it up, fit it to their style within the groove.
Very good. Well, I'm excited about the project. I like that it's going to that is an original, an original that is dated from 2011. So we're looking at almost 10 years.
Yeah, we coming up on that.
And so to have that relevancy in sound and in meaning, like you say, it has a message in there. I'm excited to see how people understand and groove to it. So maybe we can, before it actually launches or drops, we can maybe sneak it into some clubs or some dance floors, some weddings, maybe some random folks on the streets, put some headphones on their ears and see how they respond. Are they going to bob their head, or are they going to actually start moving their feet or start tapping? What are they going to do when they hear the track?
To me, the way the groove hits me, you can't help but start moving it immediately within the first 10 seconds. You will feel it.
That's really good.
It's straight grooving from start to finish.
Just so you know, I hope I didn't go outside of any agreements here. I had some close friends of mine, some trusted close friends who some work with music and some that do not. Take a quick listen to the track.
Okay.
And I said, give me your honest. These people are
welcome it.
They're honest. They give nothing but real critique. And one person mentioned, if you snuck this into a playlist, I wouldn't have been thrown off by what we're doing on the dance floor. Okay. So that was really good to hear.
Okay.
And that is, some honest feedback. Then another person mentioned that no, this isn't for my or not. What is it? This doesn't work for this audience, but it works for this audience. And so the audience that he feels that you were attempting with this track, it is reaching that. So I'm like, that's fine. All music, all styles are not for anyone, but dancing, most people at a wedding, that brings people together.
Universal.
And so it was cool to hear that mention as well, that this is definitely this particular type of sound, and it would definitely come across well, as a groovy song. Also the transitions. One person mentioned that the transition were pretty smooth, and one said they were maybe the rap part maybe could have eased in a little bit more, like about ready to go, because you can kind of, but it was still smooth, even though that rap part came in there. Jody Joe, you hear his part kind of come in. He just starts rapping when the beat drop a little bit, even though you don't hear him in advance, like, the rap, everybody come on stage like, check it. Right. And then they drop their lyrics. But even though that part was missing, it worked with the track.
Okay.
And when you mix rap and singing, you do want it to have a sound that is blended well with the rest of the instruments, the rest of the vocals and the things that are going on in the track. So it was a good mix. That was my interpretation from some pretty good feedback so far. So I'm going to record those individuals' feedback. But what does that mean to you, just hearing some initial feedback?
Well, that's great. That's what I want to hear. And I've heard what they were talking about. So based off of you telling me. So when he was coming in doing the rap part, okay, because you got the vocalist. It is a vocalist song first. So I had other ideas, with the rapper kind of introing the song in. And when he got to his part, well, kind of overlaps from the vocalist of how he did, that last note to kind of cut into his bars a little bit. But it would probably just 2 bars or so, something like that, with the note carried over. So at the tail end of that, then he jumped in, and it's, and I like the term. He said, "Yo," because that's how we used to talk back in the 80s. You guys remember Yo MTV raps? Probably being around me, he hears me say it a lot. So it's like yo. So that was kind of like the intro part of him coming in to do his verse, rather than yo, check this out. Just one yo, and he got straight to the point. That's good. And but the lead vocalist Glenn, he hit that note, sounded so good. And I say, okay, well, that's where producing comes in. Okay, how we make this blend? So, and the main thing is, from a CN company, like I said, you're going to hear every instrument, you're going to hear every note. I don't like to have other pieces or other instruments or other vocals on top of one another getting in the way. You got to let the music breathe, so you can hear every detail of the song. So that's how that came about. So okay, well, he came on in with that yo and transition, did his part, and exited out. He had 8 bars to to do his thing,
Very
which he wanted more.
Yeah.
And after hearing what he can do, oh man, I could have gone ahead but I have to take some other stuff out, to give him another 4 more bars or perhaps another 8 bars, which would total up to 12 or 16. So, but that can be on another project. So, that rap section there, you guys going to be able to hear that, extended to where you'll hear more of Jody Joe in the future.
Very nice. What is your favorite part of the track and why?
I can't. It's hard to. I love the whole track.
I mean, besides your intro, you're doing the intro.
Okay, all right.
You're saying some things to invite folks to groove with you there.
Right.
Besides that, I know you're gonna say that's your favorite, but what's your favorite and why?
Not necessarily because I'm not good with the mic. I'm not good with, I've still got that shyness. I just like to kind of like be in the background, man, and do my thing. And whatever, I'm the guy in the background and to make sure everything's up front is gonna go. But because this is my project, my song, I felt that I had to step out and introduce it and kind of insinuate to the people what I would like for them to do. So hopefully, that product or that music is good enough for them to immediately get up and do.
Very nice. So no favorite part. Do you want to mention the favorite part and why?
I like that. I like the rap part. I don't know if I want to give lyrics off in the segment, but that intro of that intro of the rap part when he came in, Jody Joe, put it down, you've been in the back since internet been a threat to society.
That's part of the lyrics there.
Yes, that's
nice.
cold.
That is.
So in today's, we got internet. Back then, we didn't have internet. So that's how the youth and the old come together, and they bridge that. The youth bridges that together in today's where the older generation can understand. So it's like we're up to date now. So that's the way I look at it, and that's a favorite part.
Very good.
Because it's speaking to the youth, and with the music that I feel that's coming out with disrespect of your spouse, this is for a change, just to appreciate and uplift your spouse and show your appreciation. So to have him do that and translate that for the younger generation, yeah, I love that.
Very nice. I know we're running out of time on this interview. What was the most difficult part of putting this project together for C & Company Music Productions, and why?
I had to find the right vocalist, right vocals, right part, love what the ladies did. They're doing the background, and that's a mother and a daughter team. Super harmony. So they set the bar on that song. So I say, okay, now we gotta stay at that level, or if not, take it to the next. And there was a few male vocalists that I had heard, and it just
I think I was one of them at one time or something. I think you threw the track my way to play with for a second. I'm like, I didn't make the track.
No. We were trying to set that up and to have you come on in.
Yeah.
But the producer at the time, I had to get someone else to come on in.
Yeah.
And finish up. Because I definitely did want to try you on that, Eric.
You got desperate if you got me on there.
Oh no, man. You can sing, brother. You can sing. You can sing. So and I think that your style would have added, to it.
Very nice. With the vocal, how many vocalists did you run through? That being the difficult part of putting this song together, was running through all of these parts to find something that will match the level, like you say, of that background track, or exceed that level. How many vocalists did you go through and to figure out, like, how can we?
The fourth one, when I was introduced to Glenn through other producers and musicians. They say, hey man, I think Glenn will do nice on this song here. I've never met Glenn, never heard of him. And they gave me his contact. I reached out to him and he called me back and we talked over the phone. So he came in and he said, okay man, let me hear what you got, And he said he would just probably have to take this and listen to it for a few days, just to get the feel for it so he can deliver.
And he asked for an important favor. Do you remember what that was when you were introducing him to the lyrics? He asked for a favor with not being, in bad way to paraphrase, but contaminated by previous versions. He wanted to hear it without.
Right. Yeah, he wanted to listen to it with just the music track, no lead vocals on it, and just the words right there in front of him.
Wow.
So we put that track on loop, and I thought that he was just coming there just to listen to it, get a feel, and then I was going to go ahead and give him a copy where he can take it and, dissect it and come back prepared. But no, he looked at it, and while we was looping the track, doing little light mixes to it and just doing other things to it, and he said, okay, I'm ready. Hit the play button. What? And I said, okay, all right. And so we did. And what you hear, man, that was one take.
One take?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
It was one take. Never heard the song or the music before, and he took those words,
Wow,
and he came back out with it, and it flowed right there with the music.
What does that say about his caliber of artistry?
Man, professionalism at the highest. He's definitely a pro at what he does. He's truly an artist, a vocalist. Someone that really can sing.
Wow, and I guess he has his own project.
Yes, he's got his own project, and this is not his first. So he's done. He's a veteran in this music industry, and he can tell you his story. And I can't wait for him to do so.
Very nice, outstanding. Is there anything else you want to add in this interview that? Questions we didn't cover, or closing thoughts?
The music that you're going to get from C & Company, it's always more like a testimony. And, it's kind of like, I look at this as my ministry, to help someone. What I do write and speak on relationships, experience, real life experience to where. And I try to project that mainstream where, the masses, broad audience can relate, and put that over, a nice groove. So you could enjoy the music, take in the concept, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of good for people to take from it, So we want to spew positivity, not negativity. We want to bring back the feel-good songs, something that can help someone, help couples. This is my experience, my testimony, and this is, how I feel, and want to present it, to the world, and hopefully it makes a difference. Unless, you know, if it can help or change, you know, one person's life, the job has been done.
Good. Outstanding. Well, thank you for your time, and I think that's a cut.
Okay.
That was good. That was really good.
All right, Eric, man. You gotta, man, you know, be stumbling over my words sometimes, but.
Hey, we got comfortable there, you know.
Okay.
It always takes time. Even when I'm at work, I'll be interviewing different people
Okay, yeah.
about their programs, you know, and as much as they write and talk about their programs, doing it on camera is always a little different. So I use the first minute just to practice.
Right.
So you got past that
Okay, all right.
demo stage.
Well,
Good from there.
working with you, man, you really, man, and then there's another brother, man, Josh. I think you might know him, man. He was